I'd like to play for you a very easy to learn classical guitar piece called Ecossaise. It sounds like this. Let's take a look at how we're going to learn this. Just to show you what to do with the right hand, you're going to be playing individual notes using your first finger and your middle finger. That's your index and your middle. And wherever you can, try and alternate like that. The bass strings, those are strings 4, 5 and 6, will be played with the thumb. And any two-note chords on the third and second string, of which there's several of them, you'll be using your index and middle finger, and I recommend curling them over like this, slotting them in the strings. Keep your fingers bent and just simply pull up at the same time towards the palm of your hand, like that. And be careful that you keep your fingertips together, because if they're apart, it's quite easy to not get the chord to sound in one go. You may end up with this sound, which you don't want. So together, like that. Now let's take a look at what the left hand is going to be doing. To begin with, we're going to place our first finger of the left hand on the second fret at the second string right there. And we're going to play that note, and then the next note will be played with the middle finger on the third fret of the second string, one fret along. So we're going to go from here to here, and it's going to sound like this. The next thing we're going to play is a two-note chord, which is going to be made up of the fifth string and the first string, which are open. But I would recommend keeping this finger down, because you can get a nice overlapping of notes while you hit that single note with the chord. Let's listen to what I'm talking about. So that chord was the open fifth string and the first. Again. Now moving on, we go to the little finger on the first string at the fifth fret, and we just play a series of short notes now. That's an A if you're interested to know what the note is. G sharp, fourth fret, F sharp, second fret. So we have, and now it's time for another chord. Keep your first finger where it is. Play the fifth string with your thumb and the first string with either finger, index or middle, to form another two-note chord. So we have this. Moving on, we lift off and hit the open E. That's the first string by itself. So we have, and now another two single notes. The original note we started with on the second fret, second string, and then open first. So we have, and now we're coming up to the first of those chords I mentioned on the third and second string. We place our middle finger, third string, fourth fret. Hope you can see that okay. And then we put our first finger on the second string, third fret, and like I said before, with the right hand index and middle finger, you play those at the same time, just like that. Then an open E, and then we move back to this chord, first finger here, third string, second fret, middle finger, second string, second fret, same technique with the right hand, open E, and then we lift off the middle finger and we move back one fret, third string, first fret. That note's a G sharp if you're interested. And we're going to do a three-note chord here. We're going to use the same two fingers for the third string and the second string with the right hand, but we're going to put our thumb on the sixth string and we're going to play all three at the same time. Now I'd like to play this for you so you can hear what we've done so far. Here's what we've learnt so far looking at both hands in action. Now we're going to look closely at the left hand for the next part. Now the next part is going to repeat what we've just learnt. So it's going to go like this. But the last two chords are going to be slightly different, or rather in a different order. They're going to go from here from that chord to this chord, which we did before, but we used 3 notes before. We're just going to use 2. The third string and the second string, the open E, and we're going to slide the first finger up, and we're going to play the 5th string open and the 3rd string, which we're pressing down now. And that's going to sound like, and we're ready for the next part. Now the next part begins on the 1st fret, 3rd string, and these are single notes. We're going to go from here to the middle finger to the next fret along, and then the open 2nd, like this. Then we're going to hit the 6th string open by itself, and then we're going to hit the 1st string 2nd fret by itself, followed by the open 1st string, which is an E, to the 2nd string 2nd fret, and then the open 5th string. That will sound like this. Then moving on, we play that 2nd fret again, 1st string, open again, and now we're going to go to the 4th fret. We're going to put the middle finger on the 4th string, 4th fret, the 3rd finger on the 2nd string at the 4th fret, and the thumb is going to place itself with the right hand on the 4th string, and either use your index finger or middle and play those two together, like that. So we have this. And then moving on, some single notes, open 2nd string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 4th fret, 2nd string, and lastly the 2 outside strings open as a chord, thumb on the 6th string and any finger on the 1st string. We can do that, or we can do another note, which would be doesn't matter which one you choose. If you like the sound of that, use that one. If you like the open 6th string, use that one. But that's the 4th string, 2nd fret here, and that's with the open 1st string. So I'll play you that section before we do the last one. Alternatively, and now let's move on to the last part of this song. Repeats just like the beginning again, and now here it changes. We're going to drop that 1st finger back to the 1st fret. We're going to hit this as a 2-note chord. The thumb is going to be positioned on the 4th string, and we're going to hit those 2 notes together, open 4th string and 1st string. Middle finger is going to press 1 fret higher and hit the 2nd fret there, like that. Moving on, we cross over to this note. That's a D, which is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then open 2nd string. So that's, again, let me play you that part. And last of all, we've got middle finger 4th string 2nd fret, 3rd finger 2nd string 2nd fret, and we don't play these as a chord, we break them up. Thumb first on the 4th string, then we play the 2nd string, open 6th string, open 2nd string, and now there's 2 alternative endings. The easy way is to put your middle finger on the 3rd string, that note there is an A, 2nd fret, middle finger, and we play that with the open 5th string and the 3rd string together, like that. So we have, and the way I like, and the way I played it earlier on, is to go like this. Now for some of you this might be a little bit difficult, but this technique is called a trill, and it involves a hammer on and pull off repeated, and I'll show you how to do this. It really does sound nice though, so I'd recommend trying it. Put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret 2nd string, play the open 5th string with it, and get ready with your middle finger. You're going to hammer on the 3rd fret and sort of pull off to the side like twister. Don't just lift straight up, and start slowly and gradually increase the speed like this. Again. I mean, you can extend it as long as you want. So that last section sounds like, sorry, let's take a look at that last section one more time with both hands. Good luck with that. See you again next time.